Greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here today. On behalf of my team, we're excited to present our final project on customer retention and wine club subscription management for Consilience Wine. Before we dive in, I'd like to introduce the amazing team behind this work. Joining me are Audrey, Trevor, Nick, Logan, and Christina. Though we come from different locations and time zones, we collaborated closely over the past weeks, balancing schedules, sharing insights, and building on each other's strengths to bring you a well-rounded and data-driven proposal. Working together virtually reminded us just how powerful teamwork can be when everyone is committed and communicative. With that spirit in mind, let's begin our presentation. Before we jump into the details, here's a quick look at our agenda for today's presentation. We'll begin by describing the current business process and the challenges we identified. Then, we'll walk you through our proposed changes and the analytical enhancements we recommend to improve customer retention. Next, we'll discuss the data required to support these changes, the key performance metrics we'll use to measure success, and the workflow adjustments needed for implementation. We'll also outline how we plan to test and validate our proposed improvements, touch on other relevant considerations, and finally wrap up with our conclusion and key takeaways. Now I'm going to pass it on to my colleague and friend for the business process description.
Thank you, Kyle. Hi, everyone. My name is Nick, and I'll be walking you through the business process we chose to enhance customer retention and wine club subscription management at Consilience Wines. This process is critical to the company's long term success. Wine club members represent a reliable source of recurring revenue and are essential for building brand loyalty. Currently, the process includes managing monthly shipments, promotions, and communications for club members. However, it's largely uniform. Every customer gets the same content regardless of their behavior or preferences. Our goal is to improve this process to retain more customers, reduce churn, and maximize customer lifetime value through more targeted and personal engagement. Change proposed to the business process. So, as of right now, all wine club members receive the same emails and seasonal wine offers. There is no personalization, and retention efforts usually happen only after a customer shows signs of leaving. We're proposing to change that by integrating predictive analytics into the process. By tracking customer behavior like purchase frequency, wine preferences, and engagement with emails, we can assess their churn risk. Based on their risk level, we can take early, personalized action, offering loyalty rewards or special deals to high risk members, sending targeted promotions to medium risk customers, and maintaining standard communication with those at low risk. This shift moves the process from being reactive to proactive and data driven, helping Consilience strengthen customer relationships and improve overall retention.
Thank you, Nick. My name is Trevor, and I will be going over our analytical enhancement strategy. To better retain customers, we use supervised learning techniques, focusing specifically on classification models like logistic regression and random forest. Logistic regression offers high interpretability, which helps us explain predictions, while random forest are better suited for capturing complex customer behavior patterns. The purpose of this modeling is to predict each customer's churn risk, categorized by high, medium, or low, and on a monthly basis. The model produces a probability of churn, which allows us to tailor actions based on the risk level. In terms of usage, customers flagged as high risk are sent personalized loyalty emails to re engage them. Medium risk customers receive targeted promotions like discounts and exclusive products, and low risk customers continue with normal engagement strategies, ensuring efficiency in marketing efforts. Finally, our transformational opportunity lies in leveraging real time behavior tracking and unstructured data, such as customer wine reviews. This enables us to dynamically adjust marketing campaigns, making them more responsive and data driven.
Thank you, Trevor. This is Audrey, and I'll be going over how we expect to build and sustain the predictive model. Now, Consilience Wines will require data from multiple internal sources. These include customer relationship management systems or CRM systems. These will capture subscription details and purchase history, website analytics tracking browsing behavior and wishlist activity, and also a tasting room record to document customer preferences during in person visits. Each data record will represent a customer profile, which is updated monthly. Now, essential attributes for modeling will include customer ID, tenure in the wine club, number of purchases, frequency and value of purchases, engagement with marketing emails, favorite wine varietals, and sentiment extracted from customer reviews. For supervised learning, the target variable will be churn status, churned or not churned, and the feature vector will comprise behavior, engagement, and preference data. Historical data will be used for model training, while real time updates will be used for monthly churn scoring. To measure the performance of the improved business process, the primary metric we will use will be the churn rate among wine club members with a goal of achieving a significant reduction compared to the baseline. Another critical metric will be customer lifetime value or CLV, which should increase as a result of higher retention and upsell success. Secondary metrics will include email open rates, click through rates, and offer redemption rates, providing additional insight into customer engagement levels. Customer satisfaction, measured by the Net Promoter Score or NPS, will also be monitored. However, the most important metrics directly tied to the success of the predictive analytics enhancement are the churn rate and CLV, as they reflect both retention improvements and the financial impact of the intervention.
The marketing team, customer success team, and data analysts all play crucial roles in the new workflow. Marketing will move away from generic campaigns and instead focus on dynamic segmentation to personalize outreach based on customer churn risk. The customer success team will use monthly churn risk reports to guide who they reach out to first, shifting from reactive support to proactive retention. Behind the scenes, data analysts will maintain and update the churn prediction model to keep insights fresh and actionable. These updates will require some training and mindset shifts, especially as the teams begin to rely on more data driven decisions to guide their actions. To evaluate whether our predictive churn model actually improves outcomes, we're running a randomized controlled experiment. Customers are split into two groups: a control group that continues receiving the generic, usual communications, and a treatment group that gets personalized outreach based on their churn risk. We're ensuring fairness in the test by matching customers by key factors like subscription length and engagement history before assigning them randomly. The hypothesis is that those receiving personalized interventions will show a lower churn rate. After 3 months, we'll compare the churn between the two groups and also track secondary metrics like email engagement and purchase behavior to understand the broader impact.
Let's walk through the key considerations in deploying our predictive model for the wine club. First, the risk. If our churn prediction model is inaccurate, we may incorrectly flag loyal customers as at risk. This could result in unnecessary retention campaigns or discounts, which not only waste resource but may frustrate longtime members who feel misidentified. Ensuring model precision and using clear thresholds is critical to avoid eroding trust. Next, the opportunity. Beyond retention, this model can adapt to identify high-value members based on loyalty patterns. We can then proactively offer them access to exclusive or premium wine releases, effectively turning predictive insights into tailored upsell strategies. This deepens engagements and increases revenue for our most committed customers. Finally, scalability. Once refined and validated within the wine club, this approach can scale. We can apply the model to a broader audience, including website visitors and retail buyers, using digital behavior and purchase history to inform personalized outreach and offers at scale. Thank you so much for taking the time to go through our presentation. We truly appreciate your attention and interest in our work. I'd also like to give a big thank you to my team for their dedication, collaboration, and all the hard work that went into making this project a success. We hope you found the insight valuable, and we welcome any feedback or questions you may have. Thanks again, and that concludes our presentation.